Yes, very good morning. Yes, so how are all of you? अब 9 days you and audit दोनों मेरे हवाले हो, है ना? Right. Yes, so CA final advanced auditing and professional ethics. Yes, 100 marks theory subject for your CA final group 1 paper. Yes, and theory subject is what something makes it very interesting. Yes, and plus standards and plus case studies. And मतलब audit तो एक है. Other than that, you also have accounts and SFM. And accounts, SFM, law. So 4 subjects in group 1. Yes, and audit again, writing. Yes, and all that becomes a big concern. Understanding of concepts and detailed questions in the exams. Right, so with all that, yes, it's a very good approach that in 9 days, we get a first whitewash of the entire subject. We at least know what is there in these books. What is this subject all about? We get a hang about, regarding how to go about the studies. So that later on, जब खुद पढ़ाई करोगे तो बुक जब ओपन करोगे तो लगेगा हाँ ये मुझे पता है, ये क्लास में डिस्कस हुआ है, इसका पता है कैसे क्वेश्चन आता है. So you're not too raw when you look at the book. Yes, and have assumed कि how have you studied audit in IPCC? है ना, वाउचिंग वेरिफिकेशन, स्पेशल ऑडिट, होटल, हॉस्पिटल, एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशन के भरोसे पे एग्जाम निकाला है. Yes, and I make a very realistic assumption when I am teaching audit at CA final, that in IPCC audit you would have less standards of auditing for option. Is that a good assumption? है ना, very realistic assumption, no? So even we need to go from the base standards and all that. Okay, so I am saying standards. सुना है ऐसा कुछ? Standards. What are these standards? Huh? Equal for all. What is equal for all? Uniformity in the working of the auditor. Okay, so rather standardization. Yes, in the procedures to be followed by the auditor, because when KPMG, that's a big 4, and PwC, when they do different CA firms if they are doing the audit, but they have some standardized procedures to be followed while conducting the audit. Who issues these standards? Yes, ICAI. Who has to follow these standards? The chartered accountant while conducting the audit. And rather, in our audit report, we also have a sentence. Yes, in our audit report, we also have a sentence, which we'll see later part of the day, that we have conducted our audit in accordance with the standards on auditing issued by the ICAI. And obviously, at the end of the report, you're going to sign. So you cannot write such a sentence in the report unless and until you have actually complied with the standards. Right, so the institute started issuing standards, okay, say from somewhere in the 1980s or so. And initially when they issued standards, they were called as SAP. Yes, that is the standards on auditing practices. Then in the year 2000, in those years, okay, they renamed them to be called as AAS, that is the Auditing and Assurance Standard. So when I had written my exams in November 2008, okay, that time we had AAS, Auditing and Assurance Standard. And that time, they were serially numbered, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. है ना, AS1, AS2, जैसे AS कैसा है ना अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड, वैसे AAS था. और एकदम इजी ऑडिटिंग अश्योरेंस स्टैंडर्ड था, मतलब एकदम हिसाब क्लियर था कि 1 स्टैंडर्ड 1 पेज, यानी कि 28 स्टैंडर्ड्स है ना, 28 पेजेस पढ़ो खत्म हो गया. मतलब it was that easy that time. But then again, yes, institute again renamed these standards to be called as engagement and quality control standards. Engagement and quality control standards. These engagement and quality control standards are of 5 types. है ना? As a chartered accountant, what all engagements can you perform? Yes, are you all with me? As a chartered accountant, what all engagements can you perform? थोड़ा सा आवाज बढ़वा. Yes, audit. As a chartered accountant, say client is coming to you कि सीए हमने ये financial statements बनाया है, इसको check करके दो. सो सीए बोलता है ठीक है, इसका ना हम ऑडिट कर सकते हैं, या तो फिर इसका हम रिव्यू कर सकते हैं. वी कैन डू एन ऑडिट और वी कैन डू अ रिव्यू. Audit and review both are for historical financial information. Yes, audit and review both are for historical financial information. When you are doing an audit, you need to follow the standards on auditing. When you are doing a review, you need to follow the standards on review engagement. And now, after auditing and assurance standard, what happened? These standards were revised to be now called as the engagement and quality control standards, which are of 5 types. Audit, review. Yes, standards on auditing, standards on review engagement. Third one. Yes, तो अगर client आपके पास आता है बोलता है कि सीए ये ना 31 मार्च 2014 का फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स बनाया है, इसको चेक करके दो. 31 मार्च 2014 का फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स बनाया है, इसे चेक करके दो. तो इसके लिए सीए के पास क्या ऑप्शन है? या तो ऑडिट या तो रिव्यू, क्योंकि दिस इज हिस्टोरिकल फाइनेंशियल इंफॉर्मेशन. बट क्लाइंट से सीए this time we have prepared financial statements of 31st March 2020. है ना, 31st March 2020, which is also called as prospective financial information. Yes, you can also call it as projection. Yes, prospective financial information. So that is a case of an assurance engagement for which the institute has issued SAE, Standard on Assurance Engagement. You understand? So engagement and quality control standards are of 5 types. SA, that is standards on auditing. SRE, that is standards on review engagement. SAE, that is standard on assurance engagement. Next. हाँ, तो अगर client comes to you कि सीए ये 2014 का फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स बनाया है, ये चेक करके दो, तो 2 ऑप्शन है, या तो ऑडिट होगा या तो रिव्यू होता है. नाउ क्लाइंट इज टेलिंग कि सीए ये 2020 का बनाया है, तो ठीक है, इसके लिए अश्योरेंस एंगेजमेंट है. अब क्लाइंट आ रहा है आपके सामने ट्रायल बैलेंस लेके, है ना, और वो बना रहे कि सीए इस टाइम हमने फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स नहीं प्रिपेयर किया है, आप ही हमको फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स प्रिपेयर करके दो. You only prepare, you only compile the financial statements for us. So what is that? Related services. And for related services, the institute has issued SRS, that is Standard on Related Services. So as a chartered accountant, you can perform 4 types of engagement. You can either do an audit, or you can do a review, or an assurance, or a related services engagement. And now, what is the title of these standards now? Engagement and quality control standards, which are of 5 types. First, standards on auditing, standards on review engagement, standards on assurance engagement, standards on related services, and whatever be the type of service being provided by the CA, यानी कि whether he is doing an audit, whether he is doing a review, whether an assurance, or whether a related services engagement, he always has to maintain quality in the services provided by the CA firm. कि तुम्हारा CA firm भले ही ऑडिट कर रहा हो, या रिव्यू, या अश्योरेंस, या रिलेटेड सर्विसेज, बट फर्म के सर्विसेज में क्वालिटी तो होना ही चाहिए. सो फॉर दैट देयर इज अ स्टैंडर्ड SQC, स्टैंडर्ड ऑन क्वालिटी कंट्रोल, है ना. इट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज द मदर स्टैंडर्ड. मदर स्टैंडर्ड यानी कि मेन, भले ही ऑडिट करो, रिव्यू करो, अश्योरेंस करो, रिलेटेड सर्विसेज, क्वालिटी कंट्रोल का स्टैंडर्ड तो फर्म लेवल पे कंप्लाई करना है. क्वालिटी कंट्रोल का स्टैंडर्ड तो फर्म लेवल पे कंप्लाई करना है. हाँ, क्योंकि ऑडिट, रिव्यू, एश्योरेंस, रिलेटेड सर्विसेज, कोई भी सर्विस प्रोवाइड कर रहे हो, बट यू हैव टू मेंटेन क्वालिटी इन द सर्विसेज प्रोवाइडेड, नो. So these are the 5 types of engagement and quality control standards. Yes, in total, how many engagement and quality control standards? नहीं टोटल मतलब ये तो उनका सब पार्ट हो गया, चैप्टर्स सब सेक्शन हो गया, बट टोटल स्टैंडर्ड्स कितने हैं? हाँ, there are 44 standards, engagement and quality control standards, out of which 37 are standards on auditing. इसीलिए ना मेजर चंक उसका स्टैंडर्ड्स है, इसीलिए हम स्टैंडर्ड्स ऑन ऑडिटिंग बोलते रहते हैं. बट आज टेक्निकली पता चला कि टेक्निकल नेम इज एंगेजमेंट एंड क्वालिटी कंट्रोल स्टैंडर्ड्स. आउट ऑफ दैट वन बिग टाइप इज स्टैंडर्ड्स ऑन ऑडिटिंग. वो हो गया ना, मिनरल वाटर, बिस्लेरी हैज बिकम इक्विवेलेंट टू मिनरल वाटर, कोलगेट हैज बिकम इक्विवेलेंट टू टूथपेस्ट, ये वैसा हो गया. Standards on auditing have become equivalent to engagement and quality control standards. Okay, so 37 standards on auditing, 2 standards on review engagement, 2 on assurance, 2 on related services, and only 1 quality control standard. So this is the breakup of the 44 engagement and quality control standards. This is the breakup of the 44 engagement and quality control standards. Are all these applicable for your exams? 44? Yes, are all these applicable for your exams? Yes, all 44 engagement and quality control standards are applicable for CA final. Yes, for your exams. Okay. Right, 44 engagement and quality control standards. Out of that, at IPCC, there were 34 standards applicable, 34 standards on auditing. तो अभी IPCC का 34 standards plus final का 10 more, ऐसा करके all 44 standards applicable for final. Right, so if you see the title of the first chapter in your books, you know, it's engagement and quality control standards. स्टूडेंट्स को लगता है मैडम फर्स्ट चैप्टर का हेडिंग ही गलत है, फर्स्ट चैप्टर का हेडिंग होना चाहिए था स्टैंडर्ड्स ऑन ऑडिटिंग. नहीं, बट हेडिंग बराबर है, क्योंकि एंगेजमेंट एंड क्वालिटी कंट्रोल स्टैंडर्ड्स विच आर ऑफ 5 टाइप्स एंड दीज आर दोस 5 टाइप्स, है ना. स्टैंडर्ड्स ऑन ऑडिटिंग, स्टैंडर्ड्स ऑन रिव्यू एंगेजमेंट, स्टैंडर्ड्स ऑन अश्योरेंस एंगेजमेंट, स्टैंडर्ड्स ऑन रिलेटेड सर्विसेज, यस, एंड द स्टैंडर्ड ऑन क्वालिटी कंट्रोल. ओके, राइट, यस. So, yes, the entire syllabus, you know, our audit syllabus, we divide it under 2 parts. Yes, part 1 and part 2. Yes, in part 1, we discuss 3 things. 1, the engagement and quality control standards, which I just discussed with you. है ना, engagement and quality control standards. Second, in part 1, we discuss professional ethics. Yes, you are in the last step of the journey of being a professional. So obviously, as a professional, there are certain do's and don'ts which are associated with the profession. Yes, so what are those do's and don'ts as given in the Chartered Accountants Act 1949 is what we are going to discuss over here. Yes, so second part would be professional ethics. And third part would be CARO, that is Companies Auditors Report Order 2003. Yes, has any new CARO come under the Companies Act 2013? Not yet. So we continue to study the CARO under the 1956 Act, even applicable for your May 15 exams. Okay, so there is going to be a disparity between 1956 and 2013 over here, but can't do anything about it. Yes, it is central government who issues CARO. So till now, they've not issued any CARO. Yes, so probably I think even for November 15, it would be CARO 2003 only which would be applicable. Right, so what we are studying over here, is it applicable for your exams? Very much. Yes, so engagement and quality control standards, professional ethics and CARO. Okay, and then what is there in part 2? Balancing figure. CA के students है, balancing figure बहुत अच्छी से समझते. All other chapters other than this, है ना, other than chapter 1, 2, 3, all other chapters in your syllabus are covered in the remaining syllabus. That's the part 2. Then the very obvious question which arises is why first these 3 topics? And the very obvious question which comes, okay, why first these 3 topics? So the weightage of these 3 topics in the exams is nothing less than 50 marks. That too I can give you on bond paper. It is nothing less than 50 marks and approximately between 55 to 60 marks. मतलब nothing less than 50, ये तो guarantee है. But it also ranges between 55 to 60 marks. उसमें से भी fixed के ethics का 4 marks का 4 question, 4 4s are 16. है ना? 4 4s are 16. So that's ethics 16 marks in every exams. Yes, if you ask any CA final, you know, student who's just written the exams or who's just cleared the exams, you will pakka get one advice for the audit paper. Huh? CA final audit paper from all your seniors, एक advice तो fixed है कि तू ethics बहुत अच्छी से करके जाना, है ना? Ethics एकदम अच्छी से करके जाना. Why? Because it's that ethics only which is going to take you from 198 to 201. है ना, from 49 to 51 and from aspiring CA to associate chartered accountant. You understand? It's that ethics which is going to play that role in your exams. Okay, so ethics 16 marks. Then Caro on an average 8 marks. And in one exam they've gone to the extent of asking Caro for 13 marks also. Yes, but 8 marks at least. And then engagement and quality control standards between 30 to 35 marks. Okay, so 30 plus 16 is 46 and 46 plus 8 is 54. And so I'm just telling you a realistic approach. Yes, how much is the weightage of these 3 topics in the exams? Okay, so certainly, whenever you are studying for CA final audit, सबसे पहले तो ये 3 topic करना है. Engagement and quality control standard, ethics and Caro. Now I am sure I can read your mind. You would be thinking, okay, then I can leave some other topics in option. If I do these 3 topics, you know, abhi 55, 60 marks to idhar hi cover hota hai. Look at the pattern of your exam paper. Question number 4A, Caro, 8 marks. Yes, question number 4B, bank audit, 8 marks. Okay, uske baad question number 5A is on cooperative society audit, 8 marks. And question number 5B, standards on auditing, 8 marks. Now what has happened? You've done the special part. So you know the answers for Caro and you know this essay. But now what is the offer? Write one, get one free. If you want to write answer on Caro, you have no option. You have to write the answer on bank audit. If you want to opt for the answer on essay, you know, you have to write an answer for cooperative society. Exam paper को ऐसे देख के पक्का मन में आता है, अरे यार अगर इन दोनों questions को मिला के question बनाया होता ना, बहुत अच्छा होता था. है ना? फिर ये अगर 5B में होता ना, तो then question 5 I would have left it in option. But who has asked you? You're giving your own suggestions कि ऐसा होता तो ज़्यादा अच्छा, but then who has asked you? You understand? No, you have to opt for it in that way. So because of this, we can't leave it an option. अगर एग्जाम में ऐसा रहता ना, क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 to 30, आंसर एनी 20 out of 30, it would have been easy. Then we could have taken the risk, you know, of leaving some chapters in options. But because of this AB format in your paper, and abhi to they don't even ask 8 mark question, they are asking 4 marks का 4 questions. You know, उनको लगा कि अरे 8 mark का पूछ लिया तो बहुत कम पूछ सकते हैं पेपर में. इसलिए what they've done, they've started asking 4 marks का 4 questions in these question number 4 and 5 and so on. Okay, so that does not undermine the importance of the other chapters. है ना? So remaining syllabus is also equally important. Okay, and why? Because of the AB format, which I am telling you. Yes, so part 1 and part 2. So obviously first 4 days we will be completing with the 44 engagement and quality control standards. Then 1 day for ethics. Then half a day for Caro and remaining half a day for Companies Act 2013. Okay, so 4 plus 1, 5, 5 plus 1, 6. And then Baki all remaining syllabus in the remaining 3 days. That's the menu card for 9 days. Yes, that's the menu card for the 9 days. Okay, so you need to cooperate with me. Right, we are going to go on a roller coaster ride. Yes, but it's fun, you know. Yes, once you start enjoying, you know, you will get deeply absorbed into the subject of auditing. Yes, I'll be preferably using English when I'm speaking in the class. Yes, those of you who have a big barrier of English, you can just tell me. Otherwise, it's a matter of a day. In one day, you will get acclimatized to the English that I speak. And why I speak simple English, but why I want to speak in English and not in Hindi or any other languages, the only reason being that finally paper में तो English में ही लिखना है ना. फाइनली पेपर में तो इंग्लिश में ही लिखना है. स्टूडेंट्स क्या करते हैं, हाँ मैम ने क्लास में उधर है ना वो एग्जाम्पल दिया था, फिर वो हिंदी में याद आता है, फिर उसको कन्वर्जन इंटरप्रिटेशन करके लिखना, इट बिकम्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट. So finally, if it goes into your mind in English, you retain it in English, and then when again you try to recall it, you do it in English, and then your paper writing quality goes very high. Okay, and again, one more thing, like in the past 2-3 attempts, okay, where the institute is being very cruel with the students when it comes to checking of the papers. Okay, they are just not giving marks. I've seen a lot of papers, वो Right to Information Act में जो वापस आते हैं ना, I've seen so many papers, and what I've analyzed is they are just not giving marks if you're writing the answers in your own words. You say, no, I've understood, now I'll write in my own words. They are not giving marks. उनको टेक्निकल वर्ड्स चाहिए. हाँ, तुम ग्रामर खुद का लगाओ, सेंटेंस फॉर्मेशन आगे पीछे कर दो, बट दे वांट, यू नो, दैट एग्जामिनर्स का आईज, दे आर सर्चिंग फॉर दोस टेक्निकल वर्ड्स इन द आंसर्स. So unless and until they see those technical words in your answers, how much ever a good answer you write in your own words, you're not going to get marks. So that again I'm making it very clear to you on day one. Yes, that technical words, okay, the institute language has to come, the jargon of the institute. Yes, that has to come in your theory paper of audit. Okay. Right, so with all that, I've already told you that our batch is divided under 2 parts. Yes, one, the engagement quality control standard, ethics and CARO. And second, the remaining syllabus. Yes, and this is, let's just have a look at 1 or 2 papers of institute. One, the latest one, November 14 paper. Yes, now again, audit is such a paper where you will also find questions of accounting standards. Yes, then they ask the viewpoint of the auditor. Yes, as an auditor, whether they have complied with AS10 or whether they have not complied with AS10. Then this SA. फिर ये 580. You know, I just finished rather one IPCC audit batch, okay? So on day 1, I asked the students, you know, how many standards are there? तो वो स्टूडेंट ने ना शायद कहीं तो ऐसे 200 देखा होगा, मतलब कोई फ्रेंड के बुक में, तो ये साइड अराउंड 200 essays are there. Okay, that shows ना कि how non-technical. मतलब and then actually I was surprised कि ऐसा भी कोई लॉजिक लगा सकता है कि एक ऐसे का नंबर 200 है. Then I told the student कि एक 4000 सीरीज में भी है, तो तुम बोलोगे 4000 essays है. Okay, it is not that way. It is just now that they have done the grouping of the essays. Okay, all the essays are given into 100 to 899 series. SRE is given in the 2000 series. SAE in the 3000 series. Why they have done this? Why they have done the grouping and all? To bring them in line with the international standards on auditing. है ना? तो जैसे अभी अगर आप यहाँ देखते हो SA 580. Okay, there is also a corresponding ISA 580. That is International Standard on Auditing 580. Okay, so all these standards, okay, Indian standards have now been brought in line with the international standards on auditing. Okay, so you always find a corresponding one. And rather, if you read the Indian essay, no, वो Indian essay के text के बाद, you know, there is a small paragraph, material modifications as compared to ISA 580. So in case if there are any differences, you know, between 5SA and ISA, then those are also given towards the end of the standard. Okay, so these are the groupings which now they have created for these standards. Yes, so SA 580, 5 marks. SA 450, SA 250. You know, it's generally institute trend, no? कि अभी November 14 was the first attempt where Companies Act 2013 was applicable for CA final. Institute का trend है कि जैसे ही applicable हुआ, नहीं पूछेंगे. जैसे अभी November 14 में they didn't ask anything. May 15, be prepared. I am 100% sure that there are going to be a lot of questions of Companies Act 2013 in the in the May 15 paper, because if you see in November 14, I think this is one of the paper where highest of standards have been asked. So you have 15 marks of essay. Then essay 315, 530, 315. Again another 12 marks for essay. Then again 12 marks for essay. Then see, Caro has been asked 4, 4 and 4. So that's how much? 12 marks of Caro in the exam. Yes, then essay 550. So that's again 4 marks for essays. Yes, again over here 6 marks for essays. ये तो fixed member है, professional ethics. है ना, 4 questions of 4 marks each. And then short notes from that special, yes, from the remaining syllabus. Yes, so if you see, 24, yes, 24 plus 6, 30, 34 plus 15. So that's almost around 48, 49 marks asked from essays only in the November 14 paper. Yes, plus ethics has been asked for 16 marks, plus Caro has been asked for 12 marks. है ना, तो जो करके गए हैं, standards, ethics and Caro, they have a good amount of the paper which they can attempt. And plus you also need to do the remaining topics. Okay, right. So November 14, then one paper before that, May 14. Yes, May 14, again, see question number 1, which is compulsory, all from essay. Yes, question number 1 is compulsory. Answer any 5 from the remaining 6. I say you should read it at answer. Question number 1 and 2 is compulsory. Answer any 4 from the remaining 5. Why? क्योंकि ethics तो हम लिखने ही वाले हैं. पक्का है ना? So rather we should read it as that question number 1 and wherever ethics का question is there, that is compulsory. Okay, अब generally institute का क्या trend था? कि ethics को एक ही question में डालेंगे, say question number 2 या question number 6. एक attempt में उन्होंने क्या किया? Ethics के 2 question number 2 में, और फिर एक ethics का question किधर 4 number में और एक ethics का question किधर 5 number में. So there also they made it more difficult. Generally, what was the trend? That all 4 questions of ethics will come under one question. But one attempt, they even changed that. Then question number 2, they put 2 questions and then remaining. मतलब जो ethics के भरोसे गए हैं कि 16 marks ethics वो तो लिखेंगे, उस exam में उनका वो भी it got shattered, it got disturbed. Okay, so that's May 14 paper. Yes, and now this one was the paper. I told you ना, ethics का यहाँ पे पूछा, then question number 3 and then question number 6. So this is how they scattered the questions of ethics in the paper. Yes, and next you see essay, yes, then Caro, ethics. Yes, so this is how the weightage of the, yes, topics in your exams is there. Okay, right. Yes, how many of you over here like watching cricket? Huh? How many of you like watching cricket? Okay, don't worry, I'm not going to show you a match over here. But then just asking you. Yes, how many of you like watching cricket? Yes, many of you. Okay, can you tell me the reason? Why do you like watching cricket? हाँ, क्या क्यों अच्छा लगता है? वही तो पूछ रही हूँ मैं. हाँ? Uncertainty, okay, who will win? Okay. Entertainment, a reason away from studies. That's the first reason why you should like any sport. Okay, right. But it might have been a first day in all of us, for all our lives, where it would have been a first day when we would have been watching cricket. Just imagine a 3-4-year-old child, जो जिंदगी में first time, उसके life में first time वो cricket match देख रहा है. So, you are sitting next to him, you to have a PhD, you know all the terms regarding cricket. Okay, and then you say, अरे LBW हो गया. Now the 3-4-year-old, क्या हुआ? What is LBW? What alphabets are you saying? So you need to tell him it's leg before wicket and then whatever is the technical term. Then you say boundary हो गया. Again he asks boundary, तो you tell him ये rope है ना? ये rope के उधर ball चला गया तो boundary हो जाता है. Huh? Then all of a sudden that umpire starts drawing a square in the air. He says, why this uncle is drawing square in the air? Huh? So then you explain him, okay, that's the third umpire. Then what's a run out? What is a maiden over? What's a golden duck? You start explaining him one by one. And obviously one day we would have also understood these terms. No, only then we enjoy watching the game of cricket. Just imagine you didn't know any of these terms. Okay, say you didn't know what is an over. So if anyone would have said कि over हो गया, तो you'll say अच्छा match over हो गया. But you know कि अब over मतलब it is 6 balls. It's very obvious, no? You know the terms, that is why you enjoy the game. So to enjoy any game, any sport for that matter, you should know the terms related to that particular sport. You should know the rules of that game. If you don't know the rules of golf, can you play golf? If you don't know the rules of say basketball or volleyball, can you play that game? Not at all. So law very important for you to know the terms. And so obviously, for us to enjoy the subject of auditing and also to have a quick revision of IPCC, yes, what we do in the first 1.5 hours of the batch is that we go through the titles of the 44 engagement and quality control standards. Yes, we go through the title. Yes, it's not the name of the standard, it's the title of the standard. Yes, we go through the title of the 44 engagement and quality control standards. Obviously, that does not mean that once you know the title, you know the standard. Okay, and it's not even to scare you. You're already scared. Okay, my intention is very clear. I just want to take you through a few terms regarding audit, which you might have forgotten on the way from IPCC to final. Yes, so with that intention in mind, we will just quickly go through the title of the 44 engagement and quality control standards. So this I've already told you. Yes, there are 5 engagement and quality control standards. Yes, SQC, SA, SRE, SAE and SRS. Yes, and that's the grouping, the series under which they have been given. SQC under the 1 to 99 series, but over there we have only one standard, SQC 1. Yes, then SA is in the 100 to 899 series. SRE in the 2000 series, SAE in the 3000 series, and SRS in the 4000 series. Yes, so those are the series in which the standards have been given. Right, so yes, the breakup of the 44 engagement and quality control standards. Okay, right. So first, let's have a look at the title of SQC 1. Yes, I just told you that as a chartered accountant, what are the types of engagements which you can perform? As a chartered accountant, what are the types of engagements which you can perform? You can do an audit. You can do a review. An audit and review is for historical financial information. Or you can do an assurance. Yes, or you can do a related services engagement. And whatever be the type of service which you are providing, there has to be quality control at the firm level. The firm has to comply with the quality control standard. Yes, so the title of SQC 1 being quality control, यानी कि policies and procedures for quality control for firms. Quality control for firms that perform audits and reviews of historical financial information and other assurance and related services engagement. Quality control for firms that perform audits and reviews of historical financial information and other assurance and related services engagement. तो बाकी सारे स्टैंडर्ड का नाम डाल के क्वालिटी कंट्रोल फॉर फर्म लिखा तो SQC 1 का नाम रेडी. एग्जाम में स्टैंडर्ड का नाम लिखोगे तो 3-4 लाइन भर जाएगा. You understand, no? Yes, quality control for firms. Yes, that perform audits and reviews of historical financial information and other assurance and related services engagement. Yes, quality control for firms. So that's only one standard in the SQC series, SQC 1. Okay, right. Now we come to the big set of SA. Yes, SA. Right. Who has to follow these standards on auditing? The CA, the auditor, while conducting the audit. हाँ, तो जो भी auditor का query रहता है, okay, that he looks out for the answer to that query in the standard. है ना? So who appoints the auditor? The shareholders, yes, at the general meeting of the company. Okay, so let's say as an example, we are appointed as the auditors of Jio Limited. And who are we? We are PwC. Yes, who is our client? Jio Limited. And we are the auditor, PwC. So now PwC has been appointed as the auditor of Jio Limited. But now PwC has a question mark. Okay, I understand that I have to do the audit of Jio Limited. But audit मतलब exactly करना क्या है वहाँ पे जाके? ठीक है, मुझे समझ गया कि I am the auditor और अब मुझे वहाँ जाके audit करना है. But मतलब exactly what am I supposed to do? So that is answered by SA 200. Overall objectives. है ना, ओवरऑल ऑब्जेक्टिव के ऑडिट करने के पीछे का ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है वो 200 में दिया है. ओवरऑल ऑब्जेक्टिव्स ऑफ द इंडिपेंडेंट ऑडिटर. यस, सो वी वांट एन इंडिपेंडेंट ऑडिटर एंड द कंडक्ट ऑफ एन ऑडिट in accordance with the standards on auditing. So this is your objective and you have to achieve this objective keeping in mind the requirements of the standards on auditing. तो कहाँ ऐसा बोला है कि ऑडिट करते वक्त स्टैंडर्ड फॉलो ही करना पड़ता है? 200 के टाइटल में ही दिया हुआ है कि यू हैव टू डू द ऑडिट इन अकॉर्डेंस विद द स्टैंडर्ड्स ऑन ऑडिटिंग. व्हाट विल हैपन अगर नहीं स्टैंडर्ड फॉलो किया तो? है ना, व्हाट मे हैपन अगर ऑडिट ने स्टैंडर्ड्स नहीं फॉलो करके भी अगर ऑडिट किया? सो देन in ethics, I told you, we'll be studying the Chartered Accountants Act. In that, there is a clause, clause 9, part 1, second schedule, wherein you will be guilty of professional misconduct. So there is a legal backing to these standards. And abhi to very good, Companies Act 2013, in the powers and duties of company auditor, it has given auditor to comply with auditing standards. ऐसा 1956 एक्ट में स्टैंडर्ड्स ऑन ऑडिटिंग को कोई रेफरेंस ही नहीं था, बट अभी 2013 एक्ट में बहुत अच्छा कर दिया. इट सेज ऑडिटर टू कंप्लाई विद द ऑडिटिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स until the standards are issued by the NFRA. It says the standards on auditing issued by the ICAI. So now very much there is a legal backing to these standards on auditing. Yes, so title of SA 200, overall objectives of the independent auditor and the conduct of an audit in accordance with the standards on auditing. Okay, so now Jio Limited has appointed PwC. Now PwC has understood by looking at SA 200 okay, what is it that they need to do in the audit, what is their objective. But Jio Limited, in what thought they are? कि अच्छा हो गया, अभी ऑडिटर को अपॉइंट कर दिया, वो आएगा, फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स खुद ही बनाएगा, खुद ही उनको चेक करेगा और सब फ्रॉड एरर भी ढूंढ के दे देगा. इज दिस व्हाट हैपेंस इन एन ऑडिट? डज द ऑडिटर गो एंड प्रिपेयर द फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स? Does he give a guarantee for fraud error detection? No. So auditor says, let me make the terms and conditions of my engagement clear. Let me make the terms and conditions of my engagement clear. कि management preparation of financial statements is your responsibility. I am only going to come and express an opinion. I am not going to give any guarantee for fraud error detection. So that's given in SA 210, agreeing the terms of audit engagement, giving the format and content of the engagement letter. है ना, एंगेजमेंट लेटर का कंटेंट एंड फॉर्मेट इज व्हाट इज गिवन इन SA 210. है ना, तो अभी विच एवर CA फर्म इट इश्यूज एन एंगेजमेंट लेटर, वो इसी फॉर्मेट में होगा 210 के फॉर्मेट के हिसाब से, तो वो स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन होता है. यस, तो एग्रीइंग द टर्म्स ऑफ ऑडिट एंगेजमेंट. यू रिमेंबर SQC? व्हाट वाज SQC? स्टैंडर्ड ऑन क्वालिटी कंट्रोल फॉर द फर्म that perform audit and reviews of historical financial information and other assurance and related services engagement. Okay, so now when I am talking of quality control at the firm level, it is SQC1. Is that okay with you? When I am talking about quality control at the firm level, then it is SQC1. If I am talking about quality control at the audit level, then it is SA 220, quality control for an audit of financial statements. Quality control for an audit of financial statements. What we do in the class? We discuss SQC1 in stretch, in detail we discuss SQC1. And SA 220, we finish it in half a minute. Why? Because SQC1 में whatever is talked about at the firm level, same thing in SA 220 audit level. You understand? So SA 220, quality control for an audit of financial statements. तो एग्जाम में सिर्फ इतना देखना है कि फर्म लेवल पे क्वेश्चन पूछा है कि ऑडिट लेवल पे पूछा है. अगर फर्म लेवल पे पूछा है तो SQC1, ऑडिट लेवल पे पूछा है तो SA 220. Okay, next one. Yes, it is so said that work not documented is work not done. And you say, yesterday too much of late sitting in office, till 1 o'clock in the night, we were checking vouchers and vouchers and vouchers. Okay, but then next day morning your boss comes and asks you, what have you done yesterday? You say, बहुत सारा voucher check किया. दिखा, नहीं क्या, सिर्फ check किया और वापस दे दिया. Then it is considered as if you've not done any work. Yes, you need to document. And rather this SA 230 is the culprit behind all the late sittings in office. क्योंकि चेक करने को इतना टाइम नहीं लगता है. डॉक्यूमेंटेशन लिखो, क्या क्या चेक किया लिखो, लिख के रखो. So that SA 230, audit documentation. You might have heard the terms now, permanent audit file and current audit file. Yes, so how documentation is to be kept by the auditor, that's discussed in SA 230. Next one. Okay, right. Yes, Central Shopping Mall. Okay, yes, you get a lot of brands over there. Can you name a few brands? Mufti, okay. Levi's, Arrow, yes. Will's Lifestyle, Park Avenue, okay. Louis Philippe, yes. Tommy Hilfiger, yes. So many brands. It's like 100 brands you get under one roof. Okay, so in Central, will I get a Levi's jeans? Yes. But if I go on JM Road or if I go to camp in Pune, there I will find an exclusive Levi's outlet. And an exclusive Louis Philippe outlet. Okay, so now when I go to the Louis Philippe outlet, there don't ask for a Levi's jeans. You are at a Louis Philippe outlet, no. So ask only for Louis Philippe collection over there. But at Central you can ask for any brand which you want. So some standards are like Central and some standards are like the outlet. Some standards are like Central and some standards are like outlet. मतलब क्या? SA 230 is like Central. पूरे ऑडिट में कभी भी किधर भी जितना भी डॉक्यूमेंटेशन करना पड़ता है, that is discussed in SA 230. But SA 240 Louis Philippe outlet, fraud outlet, ये स्टैंडर्ड में सिर्फ फ्रॉड का बात करना है. The auditor's responsibilities relating to fraud in an audit of financial statements. है ना. और जैसे मैंने बताया आपको कि अब लुई फिलिप के शोरूम में खड़े होके डोंट आस्क फॉर अ लिवाइस जीन्स. सो सिमिलरली अभी 240 में फ्रॉड के अलावा और कुछ बात ही नहीं करने का. हाँ, सो पहले अगर ये स्टैंडर्ड का टाइटल देखा होगा तो इट वाज फ्रॉड एंड एरर. नाउ एंड एरर शिफ्ट डिलीट. Now it's only the auditor's responsibilities relating to fraud in an audit of financial statements. Next standard, SA 250, an exclusive standard again for the auditor to check compliance with laws and regulations. When as an auditor you have to express an opinion on true and fair view, are you also required to check compliance with laws and regulations? As an auditor, when you have to express an opinion on true and fair view, or do you also have to check compliance with laws and regulations? Right, so what audit procedures to be followed for ensuring compliance with laws and regulations discussed in SA 250? Consideration of laws and regulations in an audit of financial statements. Okay, right. Have you heard this term before? Yes? TCWG. Those charged with governance. Who are these people? Management. Then what is the difference between TCWG and management? TCWG is above management, okay? Yes. So like, Tech Mahindra Limited. Okay, Tech Mahindra Limited, listed company. Would Tech Mahindra Limited have its own management? Yes. But Tech Mahindra Limited itself is one of the subsidiary of the Mahindra Group. Though it's a listed company, it is one of the subsidiary of the Mahindra Group. So obviously, can Mahindra Group management oversee the management of Tech Mahindra Limited? Right, so they are TCWG, highest level of management. Highest authority from the management side. Yes, that is TCWG. छोटा कंपनी है तो मैनेजमेंट TCWG पूरा एक ही रहेगा, all roles performed by one. बट जैसे कंपनी का हायरार्की बढ़ते जाता है वैसे अलग अलग होते जाता है ना. एंड द मेन लाइन ऑफ डिस्टिंक्शन इज TCWG, दे गिव द स्ट्रैटेजिक डायरेक्शन टू द एंटिटी एंड मैनेजमेंट दे डू द एग्जीक्यूशन पार्ट, है ना. वो बोलते हैं कि ये कंपनी में ये करना है, ये लोन लेना है, ऐसा TCWG डिसाइड करते हैं और फिर मैनेजमेंट क्या करते हैं, एग्जीक्यूट करते हैं. Yes, the decision making of TCWG. So they give the strategic direction to the entity and they do the execution part. Yes, strategic direction and the execution part. Yes, started. Yes, strategic direction and the execution part. Okay, right. So Tarak Mehta ka ulta chashma? Okay, in that Tapu bide ki kaach फोड़ता है. Then Jethalal comes into the picture and he starts shouting at Tapu. Okay, and with all that noise Bapuji comes into the picture and then Bapuji starts shouting at Jethalal and Tapu runs away, है ना. तो Bapuji is those charged with governance, Jethalal is management and Tapu is employee. Okay, so TCWG, yes, highest level of management in the organization, right? So obviously, all your critical observations from the audit or all your major observations and findings from the audit, you need to communicate to TCWG. Yes, so for that we have a standard SA 260, communications with those charged with governance. Yes, communications with those charged with governance. Okay, right. Any entity where we go for an audit has two systems. Any entities where we go for an audit has two systems. One, it has an internal control system. Yes, and second, it has an accounting system. Any entity where we go for an audit has two systems, internal control system and accounting system. Now you are the statutory auditor. You have to express an opinion on the financial statements. These financial statements are prepared on the basis of financial information. This financial information is obtained from the books of account. And these books of account are generated from the accounting system. So ideally speaking, as a statutory auditor, your focus should only be on the accounting system of the client. Because you have to express an opinion on the financial statements which are coming from the accounting system. But though we are the statutory auditor, though we have to express an opinion on the financial statements, first we study the internal control system at the client. Yes, the operating effectiveness, yes, that how efficiently the internal control system of the client is working. And once we finished our internal control system evaluation, then we go towards the accounting system and then we express an opinion on the financial statements. Why do we check internal control system? Can you give me a good answer for this one? You are statutory auditor. तुम्हें तो opinion financial statements पे express करना है. फिर भी तुम क्यों बैठ के client का internal control system check करते हो? Yes.
Because if your internal control system is strong, you need not do that much of boxing.
So exactly, to decide the extent of tick-tock which you need to do in the audit. है ना, कितना टिक करना है? For that you do the evaluation of internal control system. Are you evaluating the internal control system to express an opinion on internal control system? No, that internal auditor will do. You are the statutory auditor. You are evaluating internal control system in order to decide how much of vouching is required. Substantive procedures are required to be done. But though your purpose is different. Internal auditor, he checks internal control system to express an opinion on internal control system. Statutory auditor, he checks internal control system to decide how much of ticking is required to be done. Though your purpose is different, but in both the cases you are checking internal control system. No? So though you are statutory auditor, you are going to come to know the weaknesses in the internal control system at Jio Limited. You are going to come to know the deficiencies in internal controls at Jio Limited, though that was not your objective. Huh? But वो ticking कितना करना है, इसलिए तुमने internal control system evaluate किया, इसीलिए पता चल गया. So you came to know about the same. Right, so it says as a value added service to the management, you may communicate these deficiencies in internal control to TCWG and management. So that's SA 265, a brand new standard, no question asked so far. है ना? Areas where questions are not asked so far are more important for us. Where एक बार भी question आके गया है ना, तो then we are at peace, we are at relief. क्योंकि ऐसे भी प्रैक्टिस मैनुअल में देखेंगे, सजेस्टेड में देखेंगे, तो वो पूछा हुआ है. जो नहीं पूछा है वो ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, क्योंकि फर्स्ट टाइम हम वो स्टूडेंट्स रह गए जिसे वो लिखना होगा एग्जाम में, है ना. सो SA 265, कम्युनिकेटिंग डेफिशिएंसीज इन इंटरनल कंट्रोल टू TCWG and management. In IPCC you would have studied something called as letter of weakness. This is nothing but letter of weakness का standard on auditing, SA 265. पहले इसके लिए स्टैंडर्ड नहीं था, अब स्टैंडर्ड आ गया. लेटर ऑफ वीकनेस, मैनेजमेंट लेटर. सो दैट्स अ स्टैंडर्ड फॉर दैट. ओके, राइट. At the end of the audit, you issue an audit report. Yes, at the end of the audit, you issue an audit report. And at this audit report, the partner of the firm signs. However, if the signature is of more than one firm, है ना, different partners of different CA firms, then this is an instance of a joint audit where more than one firm of auditors has been appointed. एक firm के दो partner नहीं, अलग अलग firms के partner. Yes, so in that case, SA 299, responsibility of joint auditors. So we also have a standard for that. SA 299, responsibility of joint auditors. अभी ऐसा थोड़ा थोड़ा याद आने लग गया होगा कि हाँ ये ऐसा कुछ देखा था. Yes, joint audit, documentation. So that's my purpose. I just want to brush up. Plus standards का title देख के भी हो जाता है. Yes, next standard, SA 300. Planning and audit of financial statements. Yes, say you are doing the audit of Reliance Industries Limited. Yes, Reliance Industries, how much was their turnover last year? Reliance Industries Limited, how much was their turnover last year? 4,01,200 crore. Yes, 4 lakh crore, यानी कि 4 के आगे 5 zero, उसके आगे 7 zeros. So that was their turnover. So obviously, if you are appointed as an auditor to do the audit of any such entity, obviously you need to prepare a fantastic audit plan. Yes, so how to prepare an audit plan, your overall audit strategy, yes, that is discussed in SA 300, planning and audit of financial statements. Yes, and out of the 44 standards, engagement and quality control standards. Now I am coming to the most important 3 standards. Out of the 44, the most important 3 standards. Okay, right. Yes, no talking in the class. Be very sure about that. Right. So, yes, what is our objective of writing CA exams? Yes, DCA, rather CA final. Yes, DCA is dot chartered accountant. 50, 50, 50, 50. 50, 50, 50, 50. 400 out of 800, no wastage of efforts. Okay, that's more the merrier. इससे ज़्यादा जो भी आएगा welcome. है ना? But this is minimum. DCA is minimum. है ना? So this is our objective. फिर ये objective है. तो अभी we start seeing कि okay, ये objective achieve करने के लिए पहले तो 2 group. Group 1, Group 2. Then there are 8 subjects. Then obviously on an average, let me say, each subject there are 20 chapters. On an average. So 20 into 8, 160 chapters which you need to study. Okay, obviously, do I need to study all the 160 chapters for DCA? Yes. But then now I start assessing the risks. के CPT, IPCC के experience के basis पे, which are the more dicey, critical, dangerous areas in the syllabus? So just as an example, say let's do some risk assessment for one student. So he says, God, please do something for these SFM formulas. Yes, SFM formulas, huge risk. Okay, big risk that student says. Okay, then he says audit में तो all के list में writing. We understand. Madam, I can explain my friend, you know. Madam, अभी जो तुमने बताया ना, पूरा I can explain my friend. But if you tell me to write, no. Right? So writing. Yes, then in law, say those allied laws. है ना, किधर कितना RBI permission and what all is required, SEBI guidelines and all. So maybe allied laws. Accounts, you say, that's the reason I've taken CA course. So there is no risk. Okay, so that's okay. Costing also, you're good enough. Huh? Yes, say. Are just one student example I'm taking. Okay, huh? Then DT, you say, my goodness, these procedures, crazy. Okay, you have to take a magnifying glass and start looking at the procedures. And when I used to study, you know, I did Singhania. And then when I came to the procedural part, I went to the bookshop and I got Manoharan. Because I couldn't even look at the font and read it. I'm like, if I start reading this, I'll leave it an option. So better than leaving it an option, let me get some big font ka book. Okay, and then I got Manoharan and studied the procedural part from there. Okay, so procedural part. And say in IDT, yes, the case laws. Now understand, these are the risks identified. Now it does not mean that I am going to study only this. It does not mean that accounts, costing, ISCA I am not going to study only. I am going to study 8 subjects, 160 chapters, but these areas handle with care. These are which areas which we need to handle with care. Say costing में ऐसा होगा, some risks are there which are there at the subject level. Some risks are there. This is very important. आगे जाके बहुत लगता है ये पूरा concept risk का. हाँ, some risks are there which are there at the subject level, and some risks are there which are there at the chapter level. यानी के say accounts में that 30, 31, 32 AS and AS 15. हाँ, then वो costing में say that process costing or any such one type of costing. Yes, say in SFM it would be forex or derivatives. So some risks, अभी जैसे audit में writing, ये तो subject level risk हो गया ना. But audit में अगर तुम bank audit बोलते हो, so that is a risk at the chapter level. So some risk could be there at the subject level, some could be there at the chapter level. अभी risk assess करके हो गया, very good. अभी क्या करने का? Risk assess किया तो आपको पता चला कि ये risk है, हाँ? These are the risks which you've identified. Now what to do of the risk? Overcome, very good. So overcome, how will I overcome them? Please give me good answers. By planning. So what will I do to those risks? Work extra, exactly. So what I'll have to do to those risks? I've already evaluated the risks. Now what will I have to do? Mitigate, exactly. To mitigate. Mitigate matlab to cover, to reduce, to minimize. What will I have to do? ये रिस्क आइडेंटिफाई किया, अब ये रिस्क को कम करना है, मिटिगेट करना है, कवर करना है, तो क्या करना पड़ेगा? तो मोर, तो मतलब व्हाट एम आई डूइंग? आई एम, गिव मी अ वर्ड. हाँ, सो व्हाट एम आई डूइंग? ये रिस्क था, बाय डूइंग एडिशनल प्रोसीजर्स आई एम रिस्पॉन्डिंग टू द रिस्क. वंडरफुल, राइट? सो रिस्क असेस्ड, देन यू नीड टू रिस्पॉन्ड टू द सेम रिस्पॉन्सेस. सिर्फ रिस्क आइडेंटिफाई करके बैठना नहीं है ना. यहाँ मेरे को तो लगता है फॉर्मूला का डर. अरे यू आइडेंटिफाई अ रिस्क, यू नीड टू रिस्पॉन्ड ना. तो रिस्पॉन्ड करके मिटिगेट होगा, रिड्यूस होगा, कवर होगा, जो भी होगा. हाँ, फिर क्या किया? हाँ, फॉरेक्स के लिए एक रेफरेंस बुक लिया, फॉर्मूला का एक चार्ट बना के, है ना, 2-4 जगह लगा दिया. हाँ, ऑडिट का रोज एक पेज लिखने लग गए. अलाइड लॉस के लिए एक रेफरेंस बुक लेके आ गए. प्रोसेस कॉस्टिंग के प्रॉब्लम 3-3 बार किए. यस, प्रोसीजरल पार्ट एग्जाम्पल मनोहरन से पढ़ लिया. यस, और केस लॉस के लिए इंस्टीट्यूट का सप्लीमेंट्री मटेरियल उठा लिया. दीज आर द वेज बाय विच वी रिस्पॉन्डेड टू द रिस्क्स. यू अंडरस्टैंड ना? तो आपने अकाउंट्स के तो चार्ट लगा के बना के कहीं लगाया नहीं, प्रोसेस कॉस्टिंग का चार्ट कहीं बना के लगाया नहीं, कोई दूसरे चैप्टर का, पर ऐसे फॉर्म का क्यों लगाया? क्योंकि वहां रिस्क था, है ना? तो रिस्क एंड देन वी रिस्पॉन्ड. So what happened? What was your objective of CA final exam? DCA. Then what you did? Identified risk. Then you responded. So accordingly you planned your studies. है ना? And now day of result. है ना? Risk, response and now reporting. Day of result. Okay, what happened? Yes, you cleared your exams. So, मतलब wonderful. यस, जो तुमने बराबर रिस्क आइडेंटिफाई किया, बराबर उस एरियाज पे ज्यादा काम किया, बराबर यू मिटिगेटेड योर रिस्क एंड यू क्लियर्ड योर एग्जाम्स. एंड सेकंड, नो, यस, यू फॉल शॉर्ट ऑफ एफर्ट्स, यू शुड हैव वर्कड मोर हार्ड. तुमने रिस्क बराबर आइडेंटिफाई नहीं किया, यू डिड नॉट टेक टाइमली स्टेप्स. सो दिस इज व्हाट हैपेंस इन आवर स्टडी. नाउ सिमिलरली, एज एन ऑडिटर, व्हाट इज आवर ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ द ऑडिट? We have to express an opinion on the true and fair view of financial statements. What was objective of CA? What was objective of CA? DCA. What is objective of audit? True and fair. है ना? CA and audit. What was objective of CA? DCA. What was objective of audit? True and fair view. Here, what was our scope? Yes, we had 8 subjects. We had 160 chapters. Here, what is our scope? Balance sheet. Statement of profit and loss. No calling it profit and loss account. Schedule 3. Statement of profit and loss. Cash flow statement if applicable. And is notes a part of financial statements? Obviously yes. Okay, right. Is it called notes? Obviously no. Yes, schedule 3. Summary of significant accounting policies and other explanatory information, earlier known as notes to account. Summary of significant accounting policies and other explanatory information. So this is our scope: balance sheet, profit and loss, cash flow, notes. तो नोट्स में तो बैलेंस शीट, प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस के रिलेटेड ही रहता है, एंड कैश फ्लो तो हम अलग से ही चेक करते हैं. तो मेन फोकस तो इधर ही है, बैलेंस शीट, प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस. अभी देखो, जैसे 8 सब्जेक्ट्स में 160 चैप्टर्स, वैसे अभी बैलेंस शीट में intangible assets, tangible assets, current investments, non-current investments, debtors, bills receivable, cash and bank, inventory, liabilities, current liabilities, provisions, secured loan, unsecured loan, debentures, equity, preference. ये सारे एलिमेंट्स हो गया ना, जैसे वन सब्जेक्ट में 20 चैप्टर्स, वैसे बैलेंस शीट के ये सारे एलिमेंट है. फिर प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट में सेल ऑफ गुड्स, सेल ऑफ सर्विसेज, अदर इनकम, फिर रेंट, रॉयल्टी, कमीशन, यस, इंश्योरेंस, एडवर्टाइजमेंट, एंटरटेनमेंट, ट्रैवलिंग, यस, परचेस ऑफ गुड्स, सैलरी, ऑल दीज एक्सपेंडिचर्स, है ना. तो ऑब्वियसली एज एन ऑडिटर, इफ आई हैव टू एक्सप्रेस एन ओपिनियन ऑन दी फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स, ये एक फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट के एलिमेंट का चेकिंग करना पड़ेगा, कि कैश एंड बैंक चेक करना पड़ेगा, शेयर कैपिटल, इन्वेस्टमेंट्स, फिक्स्ड एसेट्स, डेटर्स, लोन्स, वन यू विल हैव टू चेक ना. जैसे 8 सब्जेक्ट्स 160 चैप्टर्स, वैसे ही these 4 financial statements, and just let me take some number, say 300 ad hoc I am taking, हाँ. कैसे, what is 300? ये सब मिला के, सब छोटे छोटे पार्ट्स है ना. रेंट, कमीशन, रॉयल्टी, इंश्योरेंस, परचेज रिटर्न, सेल्स रिटर्न, all that put together. Okay, then what we did for the scope? Then what did we do for the scope? We assessed the risks. What did we do for the scope? We assessed the risk. Okay, now you need to tell me a term. What do you mean by a misstatement? Wrong statement means what? Can you give me an example of a misstatement? ये तो misstatement हो गया. Give me an example. Yes, try hard. Huh? Yes. Valuation of closing stock. Wonderful. Yes, the valuation of closing stock done by the client is coming to 100 crore. Auditor did the checking. Auditor says, no, as per my calculations, as per AS2, it should be 120 crore. What is this? 100 crore. What is this? 120 crore. What should be? And the difference between the two is a misstatement. है ना? Difference between what is and what should be is a misstatement. So it is shown as capital expenditure. It should have been shown as revenue expenditure. Depreciation has been charged at 10%. It should have been charged at 15%. It is not shown as a related party. It should have been shown as a related party. Difference between the two, misstatement. ये formula का जो भी resultant answer आता है, that is misstatement. है ना? Difference between what is and what should be. Now tell me, what is material misstatement? Very easy. Huh? Which might influence the decision making of the users. So very simple. Material difference between what is and what should be. Difference between what is and what should be is a misstatement. Material difference between what is and what should be is a material misstatement. यानी कैसे, if materiality, I write materiality as MT. Yes, M and T. So if materiality was 50 crore, then this 20 crore was only misstatement. But if materiality was 10 crore, then 20 crore is a material misstatement. If it is above materiality, material misstatement. है ना? So what is misstatement? Difference between what is and what should be. What is material misstatement? Material difference between what is and what should be. Now tell me, what is risks of material misstatement? Risk of material misstatement? Chances, यानी के possibility of material difference between what is and what should be. तो देखो अभी पूरा सब साथ में लगा के कैसे होता है. What is risk of material misstatement? Possibility of material difference between what is and what should be. What is risk of material misstatement? Possibility of material difference between what is and what should be. है ना? ब्रेक कर करके देखा ना. Misstatement, material misstatement, risk of material misstatement. So what is risk of material misstatement? Possibility of material difference between what is and what should be. Okay. अभी आप जैसे ही ऑडिट को जाओगे, ओके, मैनेजमेंट आपको दे देगा कि ऑडिटर ये लो फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स, इसके ऊपर एक्सप्रेस करना है ओपिनियन ट्रू एंड फेयर. अब मैनेजमेंट ऐसा नहीं करेगा कि ये फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स है, इसके पीछे एक एनेक्शर लगा के दिया, लिस्ट ऑफ फ्रॉड एंड एरर, और फिर सीए को बोला सीए ये लो ऑडिट करो. नो, इट्स ऑलवेज अ गेम ऑफ हाइड एंड सीक. बहुत दिल से कि ऑडिटर ये तो ट्रू एंड फेयर है, तुम क्यों इतना टाइम ऑडिट कर रहे हो, जाओ अभी दूसरे क्लाइंट के, है ना, कितना टाइम ऑडिट करोगे. तो इट्स अ गेम ऑफ हाइड एंड सीक. दे आर गोइंग टू ऑलवेज रिप्रेजेंट टू यू व्हाट, सेइंग के सीए ये फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स देयर इज नो मटेरियल मिसस्टेटमेंट. बट एज एन ऑडिटर व्हाट वी नीड टू चेक करना है कि वेदर देयर इज एनी मटेरियल मिसस्टेटमेंट. क्योंकि इफ देयर इज अ मटेरियल मिसस्टेटमेंट, कैन यू एक्सप्रेस एन ओपिनियन सेइंग ट्रू एंड फेयर? If there is a material misstatement, can you express an opinion saying true and fair? No. So for you to express an opinion true and fair, there should be no material misstatement. Now they are to not telling us that where all there is a misstatement. So what we start doing? Start assessing the risk of material misstatement. Risks of material misstatement. यानी कि क्या ना, क्लाइंट के पास बैठे, बात किया और उनसे पूरा उनका इन्वेंट्री वैल्यूएशन का सिस्टम समझ के लिया, और वो जिस तरीके से सिस्टम बता रहे थे ना, ऐसा लग रहा था कि शायद इन्वेंट्री वैल्यूएशन गलत है. सो व्हाट इज दैट? शायद इन्वेंट्री वैल्यूएशन गलत है. इट्स अ रिस्क ऑफ मटीरियल मिसस्टेटमेंट. यानी कि जैसे हम लोग बोल रहे थे शायद फॉर्मूला के कारण एसएफएम के पेपर में गड़बड़ हो जाएगा, वैसे यहां पे क्या, शायद इन्वेंट्री वैल्यूएशन देयर इज अ मिसस्टेटमेंट. सो वी असेस द आरएमएम. एकदम इंपॉर्टेंट टर्म, रिस्क्स ऑफ मटेरियल मिसस्टेटमेंट. फिर अब आरएमएम असेस किया, देन व्हाट टू डू? रिस्पॉन्ड. हाँ, तो ऑब्वियसली गिव मी अ गुड आंसर दैट टेल्स मी वेदर यू अंडरस्टूड और नॉट. जहां आरएमएम नहीं है वहां पे भी हम चेकिंग करेंगे. हाँ, नॉर्मल चेकिंग तो सब जगह करेंगे ना. आई टोल्ड यू ना कि ऐसा नहीं कि ऑडिट में अकाउंट्स में रिस्क नहीं है तो अकाउंट्स का पढ़ाई नहीं करेंगे. अकाउंट्स का पढ़ाई भी तो करेंगे ही ना. ओके, बट देन दोज हैंडल विथ केयर टाइप्स ना. तो ऑब्वियसली है ना, अगर इन्वेंट्री में आरएमएम नहीं होता तो हम इन्वेंट्री का से 10 सैंपल चेक करते. बट क्योंकि अभी इन्वेंट्री में आरएमएम है, वी आर चेकिंग 18 सैंपल. सो व्हाट आर वी डूइंग? रिस्पॉन्डिंग ना. ऐसे तो हम प्रोसेस कॉस्टिंग के प्रॉब्लम 2 टाइम्स ही सॉल्व करते, बट क्योंकि प्रोसेस कॉस्टिंग में बहुत रिस्क लग रहा है, इसीलिए सिर्फ प्रोसेस कॉस्टिंग के प्रॉब्लम 3 टाइम्स किए. 2 टाइम्स तो हम ऐसे भी करते थे, बट अभी जहां रिस्क है वहां पे मोर एक्स्ट्रा एडिशनल चेकिंग विच यू नीड टू डू. सो देन वी रिस्पॉन्ड. रिस्क असेस किया, देन रिस्पॉन्ड एंड देन रिपोर्टिंग. दैट इज इवैल्यूएशन ऑफ मिसस्टेटमेंट्स. So now what may finally happen? तुम्हें ऐसा लग रहा था कि शायद इन्वेंट्री वैल्यूएशन गलत है, अकॉर्डिंगली तुमने इन्वेंट्री का ज्यादा चेकिंग किया, एंड नाउ जब फाइनली इन्वेंट्री का चेकिंग हुआ तो देयर आर 2 पॉसिबल कंक्लूजन्स. कैन यू गेस व्हाट आर द 2 पॉसिबल कंक्लूजन्स? एक के नहीं, कि ऑडिटर तुमको ऐसे ही लग रहा था, कुछ रिस्क नहीं है, कुछ मिसस्टेटमेंट नहीं है इन्वेंट्री में, तो इन दैट केस यू विल एक्सप्रेस एन ओपिनियन ट्रू एंड फेयर. एंड सेकेंड, ऑडिटर एकदम बराबर, तुमने बराबर गेस किया कि शायद इनका इन्वेंट्री गलत है, और बराबर इन्वेंट्री वैल्यूएशन में ही आपको 20 करोड़ का मिसस्टेटमेंट मिल गया. सो नाउ व्हाट विल यू डू बिकॉज ऑफ दिस? यू विल मॉडिफाई योर ओपिनियन, है ना. यू मे इशू अ क्वालिफाइड एडवर्स और अ डिस्क्लेमर, वील गो टू दैट लेटर, है ना. तो ऑडिट का अप्रोच ही ये है, रिस्क ढूंढो, रिस्पॉन्ड करो और रिपोर्ट करो. यस, रिस्क रिस्पॉन्स रिपोर्टिंग. द रिस्क बेस्ड ऑडिट अप्रोच डिस्कस्ड इन एसए 315, 330 एंड 450. बेस्ट फ्रेंड्स, एकदम बेस्ट फ्रेंड्स. रिस्क रिस्पॉन्स रिपोर्टिंग, रिस्क रिस्पॉन्स रिपोर्टिंग. रादर अभी ऑडिट का अप्रोच ही ये है. इट्स कॉल्ड एज द रिस्क बेस्ड ऑडिट अप्रोच. अभी ये नया स्टैंडर्ड जो इशू हुआ है ना, इट इज ऑल बेस्ड ऑन दिस फिलोसॉफी ऑफ रिस्क बेस्ड ऑडिट अप्रोच विच इज डिस्कस्ड इन 315, 330, 450. November 14, there were 2 questions of 315 and 1 question on 450. Yes, 315, 330 and 450. Now let's look at the title. See whether you understand. Essay 315. Identifying and assessing the risks of material misstatement. Have you seen that term? What is risk of material misstatement? Possibility of material difference between what is and what should be. Have you written it somewhere? Yes, possibility of material difference between what is and what should be. Yes, through understanding the entity and its environment. Yes, can you give me an alternative term for understanding entity and environment? Yes, it's nothing but KOC, knowledge of client's business. Understanding the entity and its environment, which you knew in the old standard AS 20 as knowledge of client's business. Yes, so understanding the entity and its environment, 315. Then 330, auditors' responses to assessed risk. है ना, risk which we assessed in 315, now we need to respond. And 450, अगर कोई misstatement मिला, तो evaluation of misstatements identified during the audit. अगर misstatement नहीं मिला, तो okay, true and fair. पर अगर misstatement मिला, तो what to do of those misstatements is what is discussed in SA 450. So you got an idea of 315, 330, 450? Yes, risk, response, reporting. Yes, you identify the risk, you respond, and then accordingly we report. Yes, that's the risk-based audit approach. Okay. Yes. Then what did it say? Risk of material misstatement. So this materiality is such an important term in the audit. So we have a separate standard for that, SA 320, materiality in planning and performing an audit. Okay, next one. Okay, say PwC goes to Geo Limited for audit. Okay, and asks Geo Limited, salary check करना था, है ना? Salary का register information दे दो. So if Geo Limited gives you, then okay, you check that information and you finish checking of salary. But on the other hand, when you go to Geo Limited and ask them कि Geo Limited salary का information दो ना, वो बोलते नहीं चाहिए, वो information इधर मिलेगा ही नहीं, क्योंकि हम सैलरी प्रोसेसिंग खुद करते ही नहीं है, वो तो हमने आउटसोर्स कर दिया है. हाँ, तो अब ऑडिटर को क्या? He will have to use the work of that outsourcing agency. So that's SA 402, audit considerations relating to an entity using a service organization. We also have a standard for that. Outsourcing किया है client ने, है ना? So now we'll have to use the work of the outsourcing agency. So that's given in SA 402. Okay, so that completes the 300, 400 series. Next one. Yes, SA 500, which is audit evidence. Yes, tell me what do you mean by evidence and tell me anything other than proof. Yes, what do you mean by evidence and tell me anything other than proof. Document based on which we can assure yourself. So what is there in that document? Confirmation is an example of an evidence. Okay. What? Backup. Okay. So what is there in that backup? What is there in the documents? What's there in the fact? What is there in the document? Conclusion regarding the matter. So what do you get regarding that matter? Confirmation is one of the type of evidence. What is evidence? Try. I'm not going to tell you. You are on the right track. Just you need to tell me the term. जैसे risk का response. तो यहाँ पे evidence का what further? What is evidence? So what is there in the document? What is there in the fact? Don't say proof. हाँ, अगर proof मिलता तो true and correct बोलते. Evidence मिल रहा है, इसीलिए true and fair बोल रहे. Supporting. So on what basis are you substantiating? What is there in that evidence? So on what basis you are giving the assurance? Yes? Information. What is evidence? Information obtained by the auditor during the course of audit on which he bases his conclusion. If anyone asks auditor, what basis you are saying true and fair? Auditor बोलता है ये लो audit file लेके बैठो इधर, है ना? So what is this? Information. तो वो जो document है, confirmation है, fact है, justification है, what is all that? Information. है ना? So evidence means information obtained by the auditor on which he bases his conclusion. Yes, information obtained. Yes, you would have studied in IPCC in the inherent limitations of an audit. Okay, evidence obtained is persuasive rather than conclusive in nature. What does this mean? I'm just revising क्योंकि ये terms आगे लगते हैं. Persuasive, you've heard these terms, I'm sure about it. What do you mean by them? Yes. What is persuasive? When will you say evidence is persuasive? When will you say it is conclusive?
With the help of evidence, you can convince the other one that whatever you're saying is correct. But you cannot just say that it is correct. I mean, you cannot conclude on the basis of your evidence.
It is not absolute, okay? Approximate, okay? Conclusion is, it is based. Because we said na information obtained which is basis for conclusion. So,
The only thing, evidence is not the only thing to conclude.
evidence is the only thing to conclude. If I ask you, you've cleared CPT? So you say, ma'am, wait, tomorrow I'll get my result. Okay, or if you have it on your mobile, then you say, ma'am, see 25, 25, 25, 25. Okay, then that is conclusive. Abhi, I will not ask you next time whether you've cleared CPT or not. Conclusive evidence when you show me your CPT mark sheet. Okay, say every month, okay? Yes, from home you get say 5,000 rupees if you're an outstation student. And if I ask you, please give me a breakup of how you spend this 5,000 rupees per month. So then you start, है ना कि mess का इतना लगता है. Okay, then mobile, yes, then rent, whatever it is, yes, then books, then you need to recharge your mobile, yes, then petrol, yes, all, yes, movie, coffee, okay, all that, you give me an expenditure. So now I look at your schedule, okay, and I think, 500 rupees का तो recharge करते ही होंगे ना mobile को हर month पे. तो on the basis of what is seen, ऐसे लग तो रहा है कि बराबर होगा. On the basis, लगता है कि इतना तो होगा ही 500 rupees. On the basis of what is seen, ऐसे लग तो रहा है कि बराबर होगा, पर फिर भी लगता है यार शायद सत्यम हो सकता है. You understand? So that is persuasive, which is called as most likely to be true than not. Most likely to be true than not. Whereas conclusive, only that is true. What is persuasive? Most likely to be true than not. And what is conclusive? Only that is true. And any other possibility is ruled out. तो वही monthly expenditure and CPT result. Client आपको rent agreement दिखा रहे हैं. आपने rent agreement, landlord, tenant, deposit, period, interest, signature, stamp paper, सब supporting देखा. Yes, all supportings you've checked. तो ऐसे देख करके तो you are convinced, as you said, persuasive, you are convinced. But फिर भी ऐसे guarantee नहीं दे सकते ना. जैसे सत्यम में ऑडिटर ने fixed deposit receipt देखा ही था. But then most likely to be true. But later on all those fixed deposit receipts were fake ones. So that's what most likely to be true than not. And क्योंकि हमें audit में persuasive evidence मिलता है, we give a true and fair view. And we don't give true and correct. Yes, persuasive, conclusive. And और एक term सुना होगा, corroborative. What is this one? है ना, ऐसा सेंटेंस सुनते हैं हम लोग बहुत बार, द ऑडिटर शुड corroborate द इंफॉर्मेशन, मीन्स व्हाट टू डू. हाँ, एडिशनल एविडेंस टू एन एविडेंस मीन्स व्हाट. हाँ, यस, क्लाइंट शोड यू फिक्स डिपॉजिट रिसीट, तो ये आपके पास ऑलरेडी एक एविडेंस था, प्लस आपने बैंक से भी कंफर्म करके लिया, तो एविडेंस टू एन एविडेंस इज corroborative एविडेंस. वेरी सिंपली आई तो थिंक corroborative इज नथिंग बट क्रॉस चेक, कि एक एविडेंस आपके पास ऑलरेडी है, दूसरे एविडेंस से उसको क्रॉस चेक करो, है ना. सो फर्दर एविडेंस टू एन एविडेंस, एडिशनल एविडेंस टू एन एविडेंस, दैट इज corroborative. Further evidence to an evidence or additional evidence to an evidence, yes, that is corroborative. Yes, further evidence to an evidence or additional evidence to an evidence, that is corroborative. And so how to obtain evidence? Yes, that is discussed in SA 500. So what is persuasive? Most likely to be true than not. Conclusive, only that is true and any other possibility is ruled out. Yes, and corroborative, additional or further evidence to an evidence, that is corroborative. Okay, right. So SA 500, audit evidence. 501, audit evidence, specific consideration for selected items. 505, one of the most favorite standards of the institute when it comes to asking questions in the exams, external confirmations. है ना, debtor, creditor, banker, third party directly sending confirmation to the auditor. 510, initial audit engagements. Yes, 520, analytical procedures. Yes, 520, analytical procedures. Okay, right. Say 7th standard, you got 72%. 8th standard, you got 71%. 9th standard, you got 73%. 10th standard, yes, 10th standard, what is expected from you? What basis did you get 62? You actually got 62. Okay, right, on an average, yes, what is expected from you? 70, in the range of 70, this is the expectation. Now, actual comes to 71, nobody will ask anything. इतना ही होना था तुमसे. Okay, actual comes to 93. People will ask two questions. Which center and which classes? Okay, two questions. And actual comes to 42. Again people will ask, dengue हो गया था? क्या हो गया था? Yes, so you understand? When you got 71, nobody asked anything. But when it was 93 or 42, then people started asking questions. So, yes, this is analytical procedure. Yes, analytical procedure. Yes, develop an expectation. So we developed an expectation, no? How much? 70. Compare with actual. Develop an expectation. Compare with actual. Write down. Yes, unusual fluctuation. Unusual fluctuation. Investigate in detail. Like, so now let me take an example of gross profit ratio. Yes, 2011, 12, 13 and 14. 2011 gross profit ratio 19%. 2012 gross profit ratio 21%. 2013 gross profit ratio 20%. What is expected for 2014? Yes, 20, 25 range. Actual comes to 22, okay. Actual comes to 79, actual comes to 3%. Unusual fluctuation, investigate in detail. है ना, develop an expectation, compare with actual. Unusual fluctuation, investigate in detail. Yes, unusual fluctuation, investigate in detail. 2013. 2013, traveling expenditure was 30 lakh. 2014, how much do you expect traveling expenditure for Jio Limited? 30, 35 lakh. Actual 30, 35, okay. Actual 7 crore. Unusual fluctuation, investigate in detail. The moment you look at this number, last year 30 lakh, this year 7 crore. Yes, so unusual fluctuation, investigate in detail. Right. So that's analytical procedures. Yes, analytical procedures. Next one, 5:30, audit sampling. Yes, November 14, there was a question on audit sampling. Yes, 40, accounting estimate. Yani ke now we are again coming to those exclusive standards. Exclusive standard on provisions. है ना 240 बताया था ना, only fraud. 250, only laws and regulations. 540, only provisions का audit कैसे करना है ना. Financial statements का एक element है ना, provisions. तो how to audit provisions is given in 540. 550, how to audit related parties. 550. How to audit subsequent events. What are subsequent events? Between the date of the financial statements till the date of the auditor's report. AS4 में till the approval by board. But अभी 560 में बहुत बड़ा change है. Between the date of the financial statements till the date of the auditor's report and facts that become known to the auditor after the date of the audit report. Facts that become known to the auditor after the date of the audit report. मतलब अभी तो subsequent events are never ending. Facts that become known to the auditor after the date of the audit report. और अभी तक ये fact वाले पे case study या question पूछा ही नहीं exam में. So again awaited. Next one, going concern. अगले साल audit पे आना पड़ेगा क्या नहीं? क्योंकि अगर कंपनी बंद पड़ रही है तो फिर नहीं आना है ना, तो वो भी तो चेक करके जाओ. Okay, next year you have to come या दूसरा audit ढूंढना पड़ेगा. And written representations from the management giving an acknowledgement of their responsibility, which you also know it as MRL. But earlier it was called as MRL, Management Representation Letter, now called as WR, that is written representations. Okay, so that's the big 500 series. Right, 600, using the work of another auditor. Who is this another auditor? Branch auditor. Joint auditor we discussed in 299. Here he is the branch auditor. Which section of the Companies Act? 143 subsection 8 of the Companies Act 2013, which is for branch audit. Yes, corresponding. Yes, SA 600 and 143 subsection 8. Then 610, using the work of internal auditors. And 620, using the work of an auditor's expert. So 600 में all outsiders are sitting. Branch auditor, internal auditor, auditor's expert. Branch auditor, internal auditor, auditor's expert. हाँ, और ये 620, another very favorite standard of the institute. एक मैंने आपको बताया था 505, external confirmations. One I told you which one? SA 505, external confirmations. And second this one, SA 620. Using the work of an auditor's expert. हाँ, तो branch auditor, internal auditor and auditor's expert. That is 600 series. हाँ, branch auditor, internal auditor and the expert. Yes, 700 series, 3 standards for the audit report. 700, 705 and 706. Huh? 3 standards. Engagement letter, only 1 standard, 210. But audit report, there are 3 standards, 700, 705 and 706. Yes, and then 2 informations, 710, comparative information, 720, other information. Yes, again, no question asked in the exam so far on 720. So that's again a new standard. Now, one I told you 265, letter of weakness. Another is this one, 720. So 3 audit report standards, 700, 705 and 706. And then 2 information, comparative information and other information. Yes, comparative information and other information, 710 and 720. Yes, 710 and 720. 3 audit report standards, and then 2 information, comparative information and other information. 800, a brand new series. No question asked so far on any of these 3 in the exams. So any exam, there could be an opening ceremony. Yes, 800, 805, 810. Rather, each attempt, after you people go and write the paper, and when I see the paper, I first search for a question on 800, but so far they have not yet asked it. Okay, so 800, 805 and 810. When we go to the standards, we'll discuss these. And then 2 SRE, 2 SAE and 2 SRS. है ना? 2 SRE, 2 SAE and 2 SRS. Yes, standards on review engagement, assurance engagement and related services. Yes, so that's just the breakup. Roughly we've gone through the title of the 44 engagement and quality control standards. Yes, and that brings us to the first standard. Yes, overall objectives of the independent auditor and the conduct of an audit in accordance with the standards on auditing. Okay. Is it important for us to remember the title and the number of these standards? Yes, of course, but if you are writing in May, then write now. Yes, remembering the title of these standards right now, when the month of December or January, of course, yes. And now, when in the month of April, you start thinking, okay, yes, I should know the title of these standards. April mein to aisa lagta rehta hai ki everything only I should know. Because now I don't want to study these books again. So better it gets over in May 15. So then when in April, if you think, I should know the title of these standards, probably you're thinking of November 15. You understand? If you're thinking of it in April, then you're planning for November in that case. So if the titles and the numbers of these standards are to be remembered, it has to be done right now. Yes, and 44 standards. So every day if you do 5 standards also, 5 into 9, 45. Yes, it's just a matter of disciplining yourself and studying on a regular basis. So you complete the title. Or at least, exam mein to aisa kabhi question rehta hi nahi hai na, कि my dear students, what are the audit procedures as mentioned in SA 250 for compliance with laws and regulations? Nothing is given like this. They just put a question on law and regulation. Then you looking at the question, it has to come to your mind, okay, there is a standard on this one. And then you need to write down the procedures. So at least, when you know the title and the numbers of these standards, that click, wo exam mein click hona chahiye na question. So that clicking happens very well when you know the title and the numbers of these standards. Okay, so SA 200, overall objectives of the independent auditor and the conduct of an audit in accordance with the standards on auditing. So, overall objectives. है ना? How many O's? So, 200. 200. Yes, overall objectives of the independent auditor and the conduct of an audit in accordance with the standards on auditing. Yes, and at 11 o'clock, we will start with the overall objectives.